All right, what's for dinner tonight? And we don't have to heat the kitchen up at all because nothing here is cooked. This is chicken and cheese sandwich with dried tomato pesto. And it's absolutely delicious and really easy to make. And the cool thing with the pesto is that you can make a lot of pesto, like you can make yourself a huge batch, and have some on pasta and stuff later on. Let's have some of this. Oh, there you go, the piece falling out already. Oh yeah. Chicken, Emmental cheese, the layers of pesto in there. Fantastic. Oh, and by the way, red wine with chicken? Yeah, kind of breaks the rules because that's what we do here in Kuma's kitchen. Don't go by the rules, go by what you like. I like red wine. All right, let's go and make this sandwich in the kitchen right now. All right, first thing we're gonna make is the dried tomato pesto. Now today I'm just gonna make a smaller amount, but you know, one of the things I really recommend is making a large amount because you can use this on so many things. It's great on pasta and stuff too, not just on these sandwiches. So here are the ingredients for the amount we're gonna make today. First of all, we have the dried tomatoes. Now this is a half a cup of dried tomatoes. That's a packed in half a cup because these things are kind of, you know, they're just gonna bounce all over the place. Pack it down, half a cup. These were in a jar of oil, so there's gonna be a little bit of oil left over in there, which is why we're gonna not go to the exact amount of the oil we're gonna use. The Parmesan, we have 1 ounce or 23 grams of Parmesan, finely grated. We have here 1/3 cup of walnut pieces, 2 garlic cloves, which have been crushed, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. Now, I have here 1/4 cup of olive oil because I like to have a little extra on hand, but you're going to use somewhere between 2 and 3 tablespoons of olive oil. It just depends. We're going to run that, it goes in last, and we're going to watch for consistency as we add it. But first, let's throw the other ingredients into the food processor and get them chopped up. So in go the walnuts and the tomatoes. A little bit of tomato oil goes in there too. And then we're going to toss in the cheese, the garlic, and the salt and pepper. And then we're just going to zip that up. What we want to do is we'll get this until basically everything's chopped up and rolling around in there, and then we're going to start adding in the olive oil. So first, let's get this chopped up. All right, that looks perfect already. We look down inside there. Let's bring it in here. Look at that. That is just right. We got a little bit of texture left from the walnuts. That's good. We want that. So now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on, run this on, and I'm going to slowly pour in some olive oil. We just want the consistency of, like, say, ketchup or something like that. You know, we don't want it really runny. We don't want it dry like it is right now. So here we go. In goes some of the olive oil. All right, so basically there wasn't that much oil from the olives, or from the tomatoes. So I ended up using about the 3 tablespoons of olive oil because this is just right. This is going to be perfect, nice and spreadable. All right, so what I'm going to do now, don't do that, that's very dangerous. I'm going to take a bowl, and all I'm going to do, you can see that it's just beautiful. Look at that. This is like a, look at that. That is just going to be perfect to spread on things. Now, if you're going to put this on a pasta and you want maybe just a little runnier, add a little bit more olive oil. It's okay either way. Basically, the consistency you want, that's how much olive oil you're going to add. All right, I'm going to put that aside. We're going to come back. We're going to make the sandwich. All right, so now we've got our lovely dried tomato pesto. Here's the rest of the ingredients. 2 buns. Rather sizable buns, split in half, or if you want 4 slices of bread, really up to you. I like it to be, like I usually like to use a rye bread or something like that, but in this case, we have kind of milder flavors here. A bit of a bit of a stronger flavor here, so I'm using a lighter bread, so it's not going to overpower these other flavors. All right, what else we have here is a half a pound or 230 grams of cooked chicken sliced, a quarter of a pound or 110 grams of Emmental cheese sliced. Now that's the Emmental cheese, or sometimes known as Swiss cheese, but really look for Emmental. Great stuff from Switzerland. It's a milder cheese. Some of the other cheeses like Gruyere have a stronger flavor. For this case, we're going to use the milder one. And a quarter cup of mayonnaise, and of course we have our tomato pesto. So first of all, let's just get a bunch of mayo onto this bread. So we're just going to moisten up the bread with some mayo. This is up to you how much you want to put on. If you don't want too much mayo, that's fine. You can always cut back a bit on this. I like it. It adds a lot of flavor and also moisture. It's kind of like a moisture barrier, so the bread doesn't end up sucking the moisture out of the pesto or anything like that, right? All right, so just get these slathered on here. All right, now we got that ready, let's do our first pesto. We're going to put a little pesto down as the base. All right, then we're going to pile on the chicken. All right, now that we got the chicken on there, a little bit more pesto. This will help glue the Emmental cheese in place. So just kind of spread that on there. It doesn't have to be perfect or anything. All right, now on goes the cheese. And then more pesto. Let's get some pesto on these top pieces too. It looks like we probably won't end up using all the pesto, but most of it. That's okay. This is great in many ways. And again, this is also up to your own taste. If you want a little bit less pesto, you think it's a little overpowering for you, that's okay. Put a little less on. If you like the pesto flavor, get it all on there. All right, there we go. So these are our chicken and cheese sandwiches with dried tomato pesto. Let's have a brighter one. Oh yeah. That's just the right amount of pesto. Okay. All right, enjoy. Now, if you go to the link appearing on the screen, you can get the free printable recipe for chicken and cheese sandwich with dried tomato pesto on our website. So go print out the recipe, have fun making and eating this sandwich, and make cooking fun again with Kuma's Kitchen.